Alright, welcome from Mainland Cycle Center. Today we're going to look at a 2012 Kawasaki Brute Force 650 4x4i. The I means independent suspension, so this has fully independent front and rear suspension. It's a 650cc. This is a V-twin engine, so not a single cylinder. It has two cylinders. And they're in a V configuration, so a V-twin 650. These are water cooled. The 650s, our 650s make a lot of power. Really, there's nothing on the market with a single cylinder motor that will run with this 650. It's just hard to compete with the two power pulses of that V-twin. So these run really nice. Very good performing machines. It's an automatic transmission. Just a little look at your torque converter. Of course, you can kind of see the front cylinder going forward. You can't really see the rear cylinder going back, but it's there. We'll go around the other side. Floorboards, there's your rear brake pedal right there. It's got your shifter here. So this has got reverse, neutral, high, and low. Right there, so you just move it through the gate to the gear you want. You got these little pockets on both sides. It's your ignition switch. The fuel fill is here. These have a nice, long, comfortable seat. It really lets you scoot back for kind of sportier trail riding. 12-inch rims, front and rear, with a 25-inch tall tire. Take a look at the rear end. It does have a trailer hitch. So here's your trailer hitch here. You just attach a ball to it. Fully independent suspension. So this is your rear, obviously. Twin shocks on the back. These have a unique rear brake system. I mean, there's no brake here inside the wheel, and there's no brake here inside the wheel. There's no brake here, no brake here. The brake is actually right in there. And it's on the drive shaft coming back, and that brake is built into this rear housing. It's called a multi-disc wet rear brake, and it works really good. It's clean. You'll probably never replace those brake pads. We have yet to replace a set of rear brakes on one of these machines. We've been selling them with this style rear brake on for almost 10 years now, and they just do really well. So the multi-disc wet rear brake is just fantastic. I'm a huge fan of it. Alright, here's your motor on this side. So now we can see that rear cylinder. See the front end rear cylinders. There, here's your coolant reservoir. This is where you'll check your coolant level. There, that's the filler for it. Idle speed adjustment. These are carbureted. There. Alright, it's got digital instrumentation. It's got a fuel gauge, a clock, hour meter, trip time, trip distance. All that good stuff. So speedometer, selectable two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. Kawasaki recommends that you come to a complete stop to shift that two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive. There. And then you also have a locking front differential, meaning when you're in two-wheel drive, of course, just the rear wheels are driving. And then you put it in four-wheel drive and you engage the front end. The front end is a limited slip front differential. And so the limited slip is going to try to send power to the wheel that has traction. And they do a pretty good job. And the majority of the time you're going to run it in that mode. But if you find yourself not getting full traction to both front wheels like you'd like, you can pull this lever and hold it, and that locks the front differential. And it works really good because you don't need it locked for a long time. You only need it locked for a few seconds at a time, usually to get through what you're going through. So then you just let it go to go back to normal limited slip front differential. And it's one less electronic actuator, which I think kind of is nice. It's just cable actuated. It's just real easy. This is your rear handbrake with a parking brake. Pull that back and latch it. Set your parking brake on. This is your front handbrake. These do have hydraulic discs in the front. Of course, it has that multi-disc. Rear brake we talked about in the back. Has a 12-volt power outlet. There's your 12-volt power outlet right there. These are water cooled, so there's a radiator here in the front. And There's your radiator, kind of right in there. You do have the ability, you can mount a winch inside of here. This uses a dual A-arm front suspension. Nice big racks on it. But these have done well. We've been selling them for a few years, and they do well. A little cheaper than our 750, a little less money rather, and but they do quite well. This one is in the blue. I'm not sure exactly what Kawasaki's name for this color is, but it's a good looking color with the orange graphics. It looks really nice. So there you have it, a 2012 Kawasaki Brute Force 650i independent suspension front and rear. Great looking machine. Give us a call. Let us know how we can help. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We are located about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque, Texas. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. We'd just love for you to give us a call or shoot us an email or come by and see us here at Mainland Cycle Center. We're here for you. We want you to have the best buying experience ever right here. Thanks for watching.